Netizens have voiced skepticism over analysts' suggestion that Singapore's traffic congestion will remain manageable, despite an increase in the number of vehicles on the roads. Many challenged the claim, accusing ministers and experts of being disconnected from real-world traffic issues and prioritising financial measures, such as certificates of entitlement, over more effective solutions. A state media CNA article published on 17 December referenced an earlier report, stating that the Land Transport Authority had announced the addition of 20,000 COEs across all vehicle categories. This marks the first time Singapore's private car population is set to expand, since COE quotas were last increased between 1997 and 2003. The article outlined plans and suggestions to ease congestion, despite the anticipated increase in vehicles on Singapore's roads, with ST Engineering's traffic management system highlighted as a key tool in achieving the country's car light vision. According to Mr. Leong Hin Cheong of ST Engineering, the interconnectedness of Singapore's road network makes such a system critical for smoother traffic flow and the reduction of accidents. A version of this system, implemented in Dubai, has significantly reduced congestion, improved emergency response times by up to 30%, and decreased motorists' overall travel times by 20%. Experts suggest that charging motorists based on the distance travelled could help manage road congestion and encourage the use of public transport during peak hours. The focus is on balancing car ownership with efficient and rational usage, particularly in light of hybrid work patterns and family needs. The article also highlighted that Singapore is investing heavily in expanding the MRT and bus networks to improve connectivity and accessibility. However, Professor Victor Kwon from SUSS warned that this expansion could lead to increased public transport fares due to rising operational costs. He emphasized that maintaining a balanced budget is essential for the sustainability of the public transportation system. Professor Kwon also proposed revisiting the fare concession system, allowing higher-income users to pay more while ensuring affordability for others. He further discussed Singapore's progress towards its 2030 goals, which include promoting cleaner energy vehicles and developing a robust electric vehicle charging infrastructure. The growing public transport network and increased adoption of EVs are seen as integral to achieving a sustainable and connected smart city. However, a glance at the Siena's Facebook post comment section reveals that many netizens are skeptical of experts' claims that traffic congestion will remain under control even as the car population increases. Some netizens criticized ministers for being disconnected from real-world traffic conditions. One comment suggested that ministers should physically visit congestion hotspots, such as the Central Expressway exit to the Pan Island Expressway near Braddell, to fully grasp the severity of the issue. The FB user expressed frustration that despite high ministerial salaries, transport problems remain unresolved and that solutions often involve monetary policies rather than innovative ideas. Another comment referenced the recent MRT breakdown that affected 500,000 commuters, criticizing the minister for prioritizing fare increases despite ongoing issues. The comment accused the government of relying on financial measures instead of addressing core infrastructure problems, and further criticizing that the minister often pushes problems back to the people, instead of taking responsibility. Some netizens mocked the phrase, "congestion remains under control," questioning whether it referred to traffic crawling at 30 to 40 km per hour during peak hours, as seen on the Central Expressway in the mornings. There was also criticism regarding the addition of 20,000 more COEs, with skepticism that analysts and experts are detached from reality, viewing traffic management as a cash cow focused on revenue rather than effective solutions. A comment warned that car light doesn't necessarily mean a reduction in motorbikes. He referenced Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, where car ownership is discouraged, leading to a high percentage of motorbikes and tuk-tuks on the road instead of cars. Some Facebook users criticized the analyst's reasoning, arguing that it is unrealistic to expect car owners, after paying high COE prices, to leave their cars unused and opt for public transport instead. One netizen deemed this impractical, claiming that most car owners would either use their cars without worrying about costs or avoid buying one altogether if cost were a concern. Another netizen shared his experience of spending 150,000 Singapore dollars on a car, but still relying on public transport for convenience and efficiency, noting that many of his colleagues do the same. However, a response questioned how many new car owners would adopt this behavior, asserting that rising congestion is due to increasing laziness and people's willingness to pay more for convenience rather than considering long-term planning. One comment lamented the high cost of the COE, stating that in Singapore, those who use public transport are the wealthiest. According to the user, they don't have to spend absurd amounts of money on buying a car, servicing it, covering fuel costs, and paying for the COE expenses that car and bike owners face. Meanwhile, public transport users only need to set aside at most 100 Singapore dollars per month, making it a more affordable option.